many students as I assign to in-school suspension for being tardy to class. We're going to start on time. Let me begin by saying, as assistant principal at Campbell County High School, I am afforded the opportunity to attend many different functions. I believe next to graduation, this is the second most important function this school is responsible for. And I also believe it to be far more prestigious. Now, I know I've probably just made a statement that may, in your mind, you may have some doubt about. You'll notice on this stage are 30 presenters. They represent our community leaders, our civic leaders, our business leaders, representatives of various colleges and universities, of course, our own principal and staff of Campbell County High School, our United States Armed Services, and of course our Director of Schools and his secondary supervisor. And they have all done the honor to recognize and, more importantly, to reward this senior class for all they have accomplished. There's another group of people that I also want to recognize before we get started, and that is you parents sitting in the audience. I fully believe with all of my heart, students, if you did not have that loving support system that obviously you do have, your life would be something that you cannot even imagine what it would look like. So whether it's your parents or grandparents or whomever it may be, sometime tonight, last night, tomorrow night, every chance you get, tell them how much you love them. Tell them how much you appreciate all that they do for you. I'm around these students every day, and I see with my own eyes the sacrifices you parents make for your children. Just drive into our parking lot and look at their vehicles. They are much nicer than what I drive to school. I had a young lady who should be sitting in the audience tonight. She was showing me her $700 prom dress. That didn't include her nails and her hair and her shoes. I'm sure I got it somewhere close to $1,000. You parents didn't have to do that, but you parents do that and so much more. So again, students, thank your mom and dad. Again, whoever your support system is. One other person I would like to especially thank, and without her efforts, her tireless efforts, I cannot imagine what this program would look like. And that's our senior guidance counselor, Miss Catherine Ayers. I actually... Miss Ayers, first of all, this is the script that she gives me to read off. So if you leave tonight and you say, gosh, that program went so well, Miss Ayers, if you leave tonight and you think, man, they need to work on their senior awards night, it's got some kinks in it, then that's me. I'll take the blame for that. I actually sat in her office today and watched her change this 5 times. That's just today. It's amazing, and I'm sorry, but amazing at how many changes that she had to make at the very last minute. And that was again today. I don't know how many she made yesterday. I don't know how many she made the day before. Mr. Nifer, she is a jewel, and I can't imagine Campbell County High School not having her. So, with all of that said and done, let's get started. I'm about to, before I call these 12 students up here, I have to, I guess, embellish on their situation as well. I always was taught that perfect was as good as it got. You couldn't do better than perfect. That was it. You max out at perfect. So I don't understand how this happens. But Miss Ayers has it on my script, so I know it's true. I'm about to introduce to you 12 students who have better than a 4.0 GPA. Now, again, 4.0 is perfect, so I don't know how they did that. So, when I call out your name, I want all 12 of you to come up on stage. I want you to stay up on stage, all 12 of you, so that your parents and that support system to which I referred to will have the opportunity to take your pictures. This will probably be the only chance they ever have in their life to take a truly perfect picture. Number 1, Reagan Bell. Number 2, Sarah Kane. And I might add, if you didn't have the opportunity to see Sarah on the basketball court, she is a juggernaut. Number 3, Lindsay Chapman. Number 4, Sydney Fields. Number 5, A.J. Frederick. Number 6, Rachel Howard. Number 7, Caitlin Ivy. Number 8, McKenna Kerr. Number 9, my cousin, Natalie Lay. Sorry, Natalie. Number 10, Reagan Paul. Number 11, Jared Ray. And number 12, Stephanie Sieber. There you are, folks. True perfection and better than true perfection. So here's your chance for, they used to call them Kodak moments, but I'm showing my age. I was just told it was Snapchat and Instagram. Sorry. Everybody got their pictures? Thank you.
students. Job well done.
And next, I would like to present to you, and I've already made reference to this gentleman, Cantaloupe County School System Secondary Supervisor, Mr. Robbie Heatherly.
Thank you, Mr. Jones, and it is an honor to stand up in front of such a fine group of students, fine group of parents, grandparents, teachers, whomever has had an opportunity and a chance to be a part of these students' lives. We salute you tonight. So what is very telling as I look around the folks that I graduated with in 84, 85, 86, 87, these students have done a whole lot better than we did. I appreciate that. With all these students, there's been a light that's went off. At some point in time, they wanted to be better. They wanted to achieve more. And tonight, we recognize and congratulate them on these accomplishments. So as we get into our program, just sit back, let your chest swell up with pride and enjoy the program. I'll be remiss if I did not thank Mr. Jones before I got off away from the podium. Whether it is or is not his last opportunity to MC this event, he's done it for 9 or 10 years and has done it amazingly. And Mr. Jones, we salute you. So at this time, I'll turn the program over to my boss, Mr. Larry Nifer, Director of Schools, Campbell County, for some information on Tennessee Achieves.
Parents, one of the most exciting things that's happened in the state of Tennessee over the last few years is Tennessee Promise, Tennessee Achieves. In the New York Times a few weeks ago, this program was mentioned because of the accomplishments that it brings to our students. Ms. Ayers and her staff have signed up over 90% of the students for the Tennessee Promise, which is approximately tuition-free for a community college or for a Tennessee technical school. Of those 90%, 207 have completed all requirements to go to a community college or to a technical school, which also affords them at a later date to attend a 4-year college or university. When we look at the money value of that, that is approaching $500,000. With the other ladies and gentlemen up here tonight, probably the scholarships that will be awarded, and like Mr. Heatherly said, you can be so proud of your students and the staff that brings your students along to approximately $1 million in scholarships so that they can pursue their interests. It is an exciting time. Seniors, remember, it is really a beginning. It will take you 4, 5, maybe 6 more years to kind of complete that dream. Never quit investing in yourself. When you invest in yourself, you're investing in others. Thank you.
At this time, I'd like to recognize the students who will be graduating with honors. Students graduating with honors have at least a 3.0 GPA and have met or surpassed certain benchmarks on their ACT tests. These students have scored at least an 18 in English, a 21 in reading, a 22 in math, and a 24 in science. If these students would come to the stage and remain when I call your name: Haley Collins, Sarah Dalton, Matthew Harrell, Jessica Catellos, Laura Overton, Elizabeth Richardson. The next group of students will graduate with distinction. Qualifications include a minimum of a 3.0 GPA and having met at least one of the following criteria: 12 hours of dual enrollment, a national industry certification in a career and technical education subject area, attendance at a Tennessee Governor's School, a 31 composite score on the ACT, or a score of 3 or above on 2 advanced placement exams. If the following students would come to the stage and remain, please. Dylan Burge, Caitlin Davis, Gracie Faulkner, Sydney Fields, Cody Hatmaker, Cheyenne Hembry, Rachel Howard, Matthew Laxton, Reagan Lindsay, Jacob McGuire, Lakin Miller, Stacy Morton, Murray Nolan, Laura Overton, Mackenzie Seaver, Katie Thompson, Jacob Walden, Hannah Wilson, and Taylor Wilson. This year, we have 14 seniors who will graduate both with honors and distinction. Reagan Bell, Mallory Bolton, Sarah Kane, Aaron Frederick, Laurel Harrison, Jacob Isber, Caitlin Ivy, McKenna Kerr, Natalie Lay, Bella Luna, Zoe Mefford, Laura Overton, Jared Ray, Stephanie Sieber, and Whitney Underwood. The following students have taken a rigorous course of study and completed a minimum of 80 hours of community service. Therefore, they have qualified to be recognized as a Tennessee Scholar. They will receive a medallion to wear at graduation and have a special seal placed on their diploma. These students are Reagan Bell, Mallory Bolton, Mackenzie Boshears, Dylan Burge, Sarah Kane, Haley Collins, Bryce Dossett, Sydney Fields, Aaron Frederick, Laurel Harrison, Cody Hatmaker, Rachel Howard, Jacob Isber, Caitlin Ivy, Aaron Johnston, Emily Johnston, McKenna Kerr, Matthew Laxton, Natalie Lay, Reagan Lindsay, Bella Luna, Will Martin, Hayden McIntosh, Jacob McGuire, Zoe Mefford, Addison Owens, Jared Ray, Seth Roberts, Stephanie Sieber, Whitney Underwood, Jacob Ward, and Samantha York. Sorry it's crowded. This was in an effort to shave time off the program. Thank you, guys.
The next portion of our program is the presentation of local scholarship winners by these various presenters, which I have already referenced. So to begin with, here to present the Martin Wilson Funeral Home Scholarships, Mr. Jason Freeman.
We want to thank every individual that had applied this year for our scholarship. Back in 2004, I sat in the same seats that you sat at and received this same scholarship to later become a funeral director and owner of Martin Wilson Funeral Home. So at this time, we'd like to present these scholarships to these individuals for their excellence in the classroom and off as well. Mr. Jacob Walden. Mrs. Stephanie Siebert. Mrs. Natalie Lay. Mr. Jacob Ward. Miss Stacy Ward.
Our next presenter, I love like a sister, a dear friend, Vice President, First Volunteer Bank, Miss Laura Burge.
Thank you, Mr. Jones. I stand before you today honored to represent not only this group of graduating seniors, but the teachers and the staff and the administrators that have given their lives to see that you can sit before us today with such success. And I can't go without giving honor to a special friend tonight, and that is a person who in high school, I think I was amongst the first year students of which he taught. And tonight I stand before you as a part of his last presentation and anchor of this program. And he is such a fine individual. He has a father and a mother that have just, I have no words that can express how wonderful and godly they are. And what a talent and what a heart that this man has for not only his mom and dad, this county, your children, but for God above. And I love him from my heart, and his name is Mr. David Jones. And And so with that being said, I say that it is truly an honor to stand before you today to be a graduate of Campbell County High School. First Volunteer Bank has a junior board of directors every year, and the process for that is an interview process so that it gives young adults the opportunity to present themselves and to be an adult in an adult situation. And one of those individuals stood out in the program this year for the second year and was our president. And we are very proud to present our scholarship this year to Miss Reagan Bell.
Our next presenter reminds me of my father in that Miss Birds just made reference to. He raised me with a saying for every situation in life. It did not matter what situation came up, he had a saying for that. And he always had a saying, an acorn does not fall far from the tree. This could not be more true for our next presenter, because here to present the Judge Lee Asbury Memorial Scholarship is the Honorable Judge Elizabeth Asbury.
Thank you very much. The scholarship that my brothers and I give in memory of our dad, it's kind of, I want everybody to remember who he was and what he was about. Number one, he believed in academic excellence, and this room is absolutely full of academic excellence. And we always try to focus on a student who plans on a career in the legal field. And the third thing we look for is somebody who loves the outdoors, who has expressed in their paperwork a love of animals and the outdoors. So this year's recipient of the Lee Asbury Memorial Scholarship is Katie Beth Thompson.
Our next presenter, another very dear friend, Miss Mitzi Bostick.
Good evening, and congratulations to the class of 2017. Today's date is special to me. On May 16th of 1980, I also graduated from the Campbell County High School, along with your principal, Jamie Wheeler, Faye Comer, Anna Castleberry, Julie Hatmaker, and Danny Shekels. I think we did pretty good. But little did I know that 37 years later, I would be standing here presenting a scholarship award honoring my mother, Anna Faye Bostick, for nursing. She was at the top of her class, never making below an A. She loved helping people to heal, but most of all, she was a great mother, a godly woman, and a highly respected person. So it is with great pleasure to present the Anna Faye Bostick Memorial Scholarship Award for Nursing to Miss Whitney Deshay Underwood.
Here to present the United Cumberland Bank Scholarship. Once again, your senior guidance counselor, Miss Catherine Ayers.
Rayma Doherty of United Cumberland Bank was unable to be here tonight, but she wanted me to present this for her and to take the time to stress to all the applicants what a hard decision this was to come to a recipient. But this year, the United Cumberland Bank Scholarship for $500 is awarded to Miss Mackenzie West. I'd also like to jump ahead a little bit to present a scholarship on behalf of my husband, who is tied up in court in Knoxville right now. But he and his mother, several years ago, decided to establish a scholarship in memory of his father, J.P. Ayers, who, although he wasn't formally educated, he stressed the importance of education as an investment that once you get it, you can never lose it. So with that idea and with Joe's enjoyable 4 years at the University of Tennessee, he decided to look for an applicant who was going to UT that he thought he could help out a little bit in memory of his dad. So this year, it's my pleasure on behalf of my family to award a $1,000 scholarship to Miss McKenna Kerr.
Here to present the People's Bank Scholarship, Mr. Logan Hickman.
Thank you, Mr. Jones. A week from today, the 22nd of May, People's Bank of the South is going to be 100 years old. Same corner, downtown La Follette for all those years. So tonight, I have the pleasure of announcing the People's Bank of the South 100-year scholarship winner for $500, Miss Gracie Faulkner. Good, we're going to transition to the Campbell County Relief Fund. The Campbell County Relief Fund's primary fundraiser is the sale of educator tiles, which are located just outside the gym. And we've sold a lot of those, but we haven't sold enough to maintain our scholarship program. So the first person we're going to memorialize tonight with a scholarship is Nolan Baird. And we do memorial scholarships to remember. And Nolan Baird, for those of you who don't know him, would be almost 100 years old. He's a World War II veteran. He was a submariner in World War II and a diesel submarine. But what Nolan did that was very special at the time of his death 3 or 4 years ago, he gave over $800,000 to nonprofit organizations in Campbell County. $83,000 of that money went to the Campbell County Relief Fund and ensured that we'll continue to give scholarships certainly for the rest of my life. So tonight, to get things started, the Nolan Baird Scholarship for 2015 for $1,500 goes to Seth Roberts. We have 2 more scholarships to present from the Campbell County High School Relief Fund. And I said earlier that we do memorial scholarships to remember. On the 8th of November 2005, Ken Bruce came to the Campbell County High School as an assistant principal for work. He never went home again. Can you believe it's been that long? I did the math, and the seniors in this year's class were in 1st grade when that happened. But Ken Bruce's legacy will live forever. He was an educator. He was also a retired lieutenant colonel in the United States Army. So these scholarships primarily oriented toward people that are interested in education and possibly military service. With that said, the 2 $1,500 scholarships go to Dylan Burge and Whitney Underwood.
Next, we have the president of the South Campbell County Rotary Club here to present the Rotary Club Scholarship, Miss Tabitha Smith.
On behalf of the South Campbell County Rotary Club, I just want to say congratulations. Y'all are a truly, truly impressive class. It was so difficult to pick these 2 scholarship recipients. But with $2,000 scholarships, I have one for Mackenzie Boshears. Christian Dallas Jeffers.
Next, here to present the Rusty Claiborne Memorial Scholarship, Miss Rebecca Claiborne Robards.
It's an honor for me tonight to be here to present this scholarship in memory of my brother, Rusty Claiborne. Many of you that are here know him, and it's quite a wonderful feeling to be able to do this. If you knew Rusty, you knew that he liked school. He didn't love it, but he liked it, and he went and he was a hard worker. This year, the person that we are awarding the scholarship to embodies a lot of the qualities that my brother had. It's an honor to know his family and an honor to see what a fine young man he's turned out to be and what a hard worker he is. So Jacob Hisbert, congratulations.
Just as you students here tonight, as Mr. Heatherly made mention of, have had great educators in your career, this next gentleman was certainly one of the best teachers that I ever had in class, period. I'm talking elementary, whether it's middle school, high school, or even college, Mr. Jerry Dagley.
It is my privilege to give out the scholarship for the Billy Mary Memorial Scholarship. When Miss Mary passed away a few years ago, her husband, Coach Mary, who is a very special friend of mine, he established this scholarship in her memory. And one thing that he wanted to have is he wanted the person to get this to excel in sports and excel in the classroom. So it's very appropriate to present this scholarship to Jacob Wallen.
Our next presenter here to present the Vic King Memorial Scholarship is a classmate of mine, and I don't understand how you look so much younger than I do, but I guess it's because some of my students must have not been like the ones here in the auditorium tonight. Mr. James Freeman.
So you're retiring? Does that mean I still need to bring donuts by, Ms. Wheeler? Okay, keep bringing the donuts. Okay. A couple of dear friends of mine, Shelley and her late husband, Coach Vic King, were career educators, and they saved for many years to send their daughter to college, Katie. And after she graduated, there's still some money left over. And Shelley said a good idea would be to give that to a Campbell County High School student over the years and make that money continue going and keep Vic's memory alive. And that's what we're doing here tonight for the first annual Vic King, not the annual, but the first Vic King Memorial Scholarship. And for years I've been a fan of number 2 in blue and orange. This goes to Landon Reese. Landon, are you here tonight? He's a lot faster than that on the football field. He's going to Maryville College. Landon, we're proud of you. Congratulations.
Here to present the Lions Club scholarships, Mr. Bill McDonald.
The Lions Clubs International is celebrating their 100th year in public service and in community service this year. And in recognition of that, we would like to present 2 $500 scholarships. One to Stacy Morton and the other one to Gracie Faulkner.
Once again, Miss Catherine Ayers.
On behalf of Tracy Powers, Site Director of Run State Community College's Campbell County Campus, it's my pleasure to present 3 special scholarships. In addition to the Tennessee Promise Scholarship, which will cover tuition for 2 years at Run State, Haley Collins has been selected for the Tennessee Scholars Scholarship. This $500 award can be used for books or other fees not covered by Tennessee Promise. The Bank of America Books and Materials Scholarship is awarded to 2 students who will attend Run State this fall. This $500 scholarship can also be used for books, supplies, or other fees at Rome State. Please help me congratulate Sarah Childs and Tara Miller, recipients of this scholarship.
Here from Tennessee Technology Center of Jacksboro is Miss Debbie Petrie.
Good evening. I would also like to add my congratulations to you. Campbell County is going to be well represented at the colleges and universities you have chosen next year, so I expect great things from you in the next 5 to 10 years. But at the Tennessee College of Applied Technology, we're also excited to be able to have a part in tonight. We have some students who have started their college career early, and we want to give them some awards because they will be completing their college education at our school. I have 2 automotive students, Jeffrey Anderson, who has completed a general service technician certificate, and Caitlin Davis, who has an undercar specialist certificate she's on. Technology, we have Austin Aiken, Tristan Oakes, and a homeschool, or Matthew Stogdell. I'm sorry. Matthew's in ground school. Cosmetology. We're excited to have an extension campus at the Food City Center now, and Mr. Kenneth Keurig has chosen to finish his training in cosmetology. Industrial electricity, Joshua Carpenter. We have 2 pharmacy technician students, Haley Disney and Kaylee McCamey. Doing welding technology with us, Justin Marlowe, Cody Walker, and David Strickland. And these students have chosen career and technical careers, and we're now showing that career and technical careers are full again. So thank you, good luck, and congratulations on meeting this milestone.
here to recognize the National Beta Club officers, a former student of mine, Mr. Thomas Burge.
As the Beta Club sponsor here at the high school, I get to work with a lot of students, but I always like to recognize our officers because of all the outstanding and extra mile they go to make sure the club functions and everybody gets their points turned in on time. They know what I'm talking about. So this year, the Beta Club would like to present them with a commemorative plaque and their graduation stole from the Beta Club free of charge. This year's president is Miss Reagan Bell. And Vice President McKenna Kerr.
Many of you students are heading at warp speed to where you're going to have a job very soon, a real job in the real work world. I hope and pray that you are blessed, as I have been, to have a boss as great to work for as that lady right there, your principal, Miss Jamie Wheeler.
I'm still trying to get Mr. Jones not to retire. I'm working on that. I have till, I think, June 30th? June 30th. Fingers are crossed. Tonight, I'm honored to present Cross Funeral Home scholarships. I have 5 scholarships from Cross Funeral Home presented to Miss Sydney Fields, Mr. Nicholas Catrone, Miss Jasmine Wright, Miss Reagan Bell, and Mr. Landon Reese. Next, I have 5 more scholarships from Walter's Funeral Home, presented to Miss Mallory Bolton, Miss Hannah Wilson, Miss Cody Hatmaker, Miss Emily Russell, and Mr. Jacob McGuire. Next, I have the Lewis Henry and Beatrice Sturm Memorial Scholarship to the University of Tennessee. These go to A.J. Frederick, Laurel Harrison, and Reagan Paul.
Our next presenter, also a former student of mine, here to present the R.L. Woodson Memorial Scholarship. And might I say, talking with her is like Groundhog Day. We have the same conversation over and over and over again. And in this conversation, she simply tells me each time that she was, without a doubt, the best student that I ever had the privilege of teaching in class. So my best student ever, Miss Tracy Chambers.
I was his best student ever. All right, tonight I have the privilege of presenting 3 scholarships to 3 very distinguished and motivated students. The first is the R.L. Woodson Memorial Scholarship for $500, and it goes to Jared Ray. Next is the Business and Professional Women's Scholarship, $500 to Miss McKenna Kerr. And last, the Campbell County Education Association Scholarship goes to Ms. Caitlin Ivy for $100.
And if you didn't believe me before, you're surely beginning to see the importance of Miss Catherine Ayers.
On behalf of Mr. Jerry Riley of National Global Products, I would like to present a $1,000 scholarship to Miss Morgan Turner. I would also like to present the A.W. and Wilma Sharp Memorial Scholarship of $500 each to Miss Caitlin Wells and Miss Emily Johnson. The Myrtle Foster Memorial Scholarship is awarded each year to a future nursing student. Ms. Foster was a 1941 graduate of La Follette High School and trained to be a registered nurse in Lexington, Kentucky. She worked as Dr. Sargent's office nurse for nearly 40 years in La Follette. She was an elder in the First Presbyterian Church, the first woman to serve in that position. She grew up in Agee, Tennessee, which is now under Norris Lake, where her father was a doctor. She was the youngest of 8 children and the only one to follow in her father's footsteps into the medical field. Miss Foster was so fondly remembered by a member of this community that an anonymous scholarship was established in her memory. Please help me congratulate Miss Murray Nolan, future nursing student, for being selected as the recipient for this $1,000 scholarship. Another memorial scholarship established by the parents of Gretchen Wells in the amount of $2,000, is awarded each year to a Campbell County student. This year, the Gretchen Wells Memorial Scholarship is given to Miss Gracie Faulkner. The Friends of Norris Lake Scholarship is the largest and only renewable local scholarship in the amount of $2,500. As long as a student is enrolled in a four-year college or university, he or she may receive this amount to apply to their college tuition. Each summer, Deerfield residents and guests participate in the Firecracker 5K race, which raises money for this scholarship. This year, the race will be held on July 3rd at Deerfield, and they always welcome local new racers who want to run or walk. This year, the recipient of the Friends of Norris Lake Scholarship is Miss Caitlin Ivy.
And once again, our principal, Miss Jamie Wheeler.
I'm honored tonight to present the Trinity Vinegar Memorial Scholarship to Mr. Hank Hamlin for $500. Hank's not here tonight. Also, the Campbell County American Federation of Teachers Scholarship for $250 goes to Mr. A.J. Frederick. The Joy of Manufacturing STEM Scholarships, $500 each, go to Mr. Landon Reese and Cheyenne Hembry.
Here to present a check from the Royal Blue Chapter of the Rocky Mountain Elk Federation, Miss Joanne Overton.
Thank you. The Royal Blue Chapter of the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation, we just had our 16th annual banquet this past Saturday. At that banquet, we had asked Mrs. Green's art class to participate in an art contest of drawing of elks. We offered the first place winner would be a $200 check. Also, we took the painting and had it framed, and we put it on our live auction with the understanding that Miss Green would receive half of what it brought in our live auction. And I'm so pleased to let you know that our painting this year brought $1,000. So Miss Green's art class will receive $500, and Miss Electra Lowe will receive her $200 check.
Awards for the United States Marine Corps, Mr. Josh Parker.
Good evening, class of 2017. Congratulations, you're almost there. I was talking with Miss Ayers earlier up here on stage, and I don't know what's more impressive, that you're so close to graduating or that we've seen me not fall one time this year. So I'm not sure which one's the more remarkable feat. So, but congratulations, it's been a privilege. Parents, I'll share with you, you know, us adults can learn a lot from students, and I can say I've certainly learned a lot from your children, your grandchildren. They have really, you know, there's a lot to be learned, and I just appreciate them and so proud of them and congratulate them on their accomplishments. It's my privilege to introduce to award the United States Marine Corps Awards, the Distinguished Athlete Awards, Miss Isabella Luna and Jacob Ward. The United States Marine Corps Semper Fi Musical Excellence Award, Emily Tackett and Brandon Wright.
I'm the first one.
The United States Marine Corps Academic Excellence Awards, A.J. Frederick and Natalie Lay.
Got you went up there yet?
And congratulations, class of 2017.
And here to recognize our students who will be enlisting in the United States Army after graduation, Sergeant Jonathan W. Willis.
On behalf of the United States Army, I would like to thank you for inviting us here. But without further ado, future soldiers Brendan Atkins, Brandon Martin, and Chase Jackson. Please join us on stage.
Our next presenter, I see almost daily and really didn't realize that unlike most of you in the audience who, or at least like myself, who were born and raised here, and I guess obviously couldn't leave home, she, on the other hand, I guess was perhaps a Florida girl, and she chose to make Campbell County home. So sometimes maybe we take for granted what a great, great county we have. She could have lived anywhere in the world and did live in many places in the world, but she chose to be with us, Miss Kay Stoppelbaum.
members of the American Revolution Emory Road chapter, I'd like to present this year's Good Citizen Award to McKenna Kerr. McKenna earned this award by showing the qualities of dependability, service, leadership, and patriotism. She also participated in the essay contest that goes with the Good Citizen Award, of which we have a check to say thank you.
Here to present a couple of different scholarships, Miss Pam Jeffries.
Good evening. As a member of Delta Kappa Gamma, I am very pleased tonight to be able to present 2 scholarships. Our first scholarship recipient tonight is Addison Owens. She will attend Johnson University in the fall and major in education. This is the first year that we'll be giving this scholarship. This one is the Ann Hickenbotham Memorial Scholarship. Ann was an educator with the Campbell County School System for many years, and she was also a member of Delta Kappa Gamma. This is being awarded tonight to Stephanie Sieber.
And once again, by her own admission, the best student I ever had.
I have the privilege of giving 4 more scholarships. 3 of these are special to me because I've had 3 of these students this year in school, so I know their potential and I know they'll go far. The first one is the Bill Hicks Memorial Scholarship from the Y12 Credit Union. Addie Owens for $1,000. Also, the Bill T. Hicks Memorial Scholarship from Y12 for $1,000, Mr. Seth Roberts. Seth had to write an essay for that scholarship, and they competed with several students from different counties, had a lot of competition, so I'm very proud of them that they received these scholarships. All right, my third scholarship and the fourth, these are the Pine Mountain Longbeards chapter of the National Wild Turkey Federation Scholarship. The first one for $500 goes to Mr. Hayden McIntosh. National Wild Turkey Federation Scholarship for $500 is awarded to Mr. Landon Justice.
Also, we have the admission counselor from the University of the Cumberlands who is here to present awards to those students who have decided to attend the University of the Cumberlands after graduation. Mr. Matthias Brewers.
Good evening. On behalf of the University of Cumberlands, it is my privilege to recognize the accomplishments of several deserving seniors planning to join the UC family in the fall. These students are receiving a combined total of $33,500 in scholarships. These scholarships are renewable each year for a 4-year total of $134,000, so we are extremely proud of each of them. The first student I will be recognizing is the recipient of an academic scholarship at University of Cumberlands. It was awarded to them in recognition of their outstanding effort, hard work, and dedication they have shown throughout their time in high school. I know she's rehabbing a bum knee, but Stacy Morton, sorry. The next group of students are the recipient of merit scholarships at University of the Cumberlands. It was awarded to them based on their exceptional work in the classroom throughout their high school careers. It is my pleasure to present a merit scholarship to the following students. Emily Tackett. Taylor Wilson. Once again, I'd like to congratulate these seniors and the entire graduating class for all your hard work and all your accomplishments. Thank you.
Also, we have the admission counselors from Lincoln Memorial University here to present scholarships to those students who have chosen LMU to attend. Ms. Rachel Schott.
Good evening. On behalf of Dr. James Dawson and the Board of Trustees at Lincoln Memorial University, it gives me great pleasure to present academic scholarships to 13 outstanding Campbell High students. Academic scholarships are presented to students who have outstanding academic achievement as indicated by their high school GPA and college entrance exam scores. These scholarships will be renewed for all 4 years of the recipient's college education. The Lincoln Memorial University Rail Splitter Scholarship, worth $6,000, tonight goes to Dakota Norman, Logan Pack, Charles Perkins, and Samantha York. LMU's Founders Scholarship is worth $7,500 per year, renewable all 4 years. Receiving this scholarship is Jordan Goins, Christian Jeffers, Katie Thompson, and Jacob Walden. Lincoln Memorial University Provost Scholarship is worth $8,500 per year. I'd like to present the Provost Scholarship to Lindsay Chapman, Matthew Harrell, and Samantha Stanfield. Two more and then I'll let you go, I promise. The final scholarship I'm presenting, second to final scholarship I'm presenting this evening, is the LMU Presidential Scholarship, which is worth $11,000 per year. And receiving this scholarship is Emily Johnson. And the last scholarship I'm presenting tonight is the Dorothy Teague Bruce Memorial Endowed Scholarship, which is going to an outstanding Campbell High graduate who is an athlete who also has an interest in community and school service. In combining with his academic scholarship and the Dorothy Teague Bruce Memorial Scholarship, Jared Ray will be receiving $11,000. Congratulations and best wishes to the entire graduating class of Campbell High.
In the next part of our program, we have several other students who have also received scholarships from various universities who did not have representatives here. So let's begin with Reagan Bell. She received $6,000 per year for a total of $24,000 to the University of Tennessee Volunteer Scholarship, as well as $4,000 per year for a total of $16,000 to East Tennessee State University Provost Academic Scholarship. Next, we have Mackenzie Boshears, who has received a $9,000 per year for a total of $36,000 for the Carson Newman University Dean Scholarship, as well as a $3,695 Carson Newman grant. Next, we have Miss Sarah Kane, who has received from Bryan College the Presidential Scholarship in the amount of $12,000 per year for a total of $48,000. The Bryan College Presidential Honors Award in the amount of $3,000 per year for a total of $12,000. And the Bryan College Basketball Scholarship, $3,500 per year for a total of $14,000. Next, Lindsay Chapman, who has received a $9,000 scholarship for a total of $36,000, as well as a $10,000 per year scholarship in the amount of $40,000, the first being from the University of Cumberland and the second from Lincoln Memorial University. So she's got a decision to make. Receiving the East Tennessee State University Promise Grant in the amount of $1,000, Miss Sydney Fields. receiving the University of Tennessee Volunteer Scholarship, $6,000 per year for a total of $24,000, as well as the University of Tennessee Chancellor's Honors Program and the General Assembly Merit Scholarship in the amount of $1,500, Aaron Frederick. Next, receiving from Johnson University the President's Scholarship in the amount of $1,800 per year for a total of $7,200, as well as the East Tennessee State University Dean's Academic Performance Scholarship in the amount of $3,000 per year for a total of $12,000, Miss Rachel Howard. Next, receiving the University of Tennessee Chattanooga Chancellor's Scholarship in the amount of $4,000 per year for a total of $16,000, Caitlin Ivy. Part of my job description as assistant principal is every 2 weeks I am assigned to go around and give teachers their paychecks. And it never fails but what? Every year, every payday. Last year, the year before, 5 years ago, 7 years ago, it doesn't matter. I always have students who ask me, "Where's my paycheck, Mr. Jones?" I hope you all are paying attention to these dollar amounts. No teacher in this building did I give a check to in the amount that these students are receiving here tonight. It's too bad Mr. Nidifer has left. McKenna Kerr. The King's University of New York Academic Scholarship, $15,000 per year for a total of $60,000. The University of Memphis Academic Scholarship, $4,000 per year for a total of $16,000. And the University of Tennessee Volunteer Scholarship in the amount of $6,000 per year for a total of $24,000. I'm glad Mr. Dagley's left because he would be very embarrassed if I get this math right. But I'm trying to add that up, McKenna, and I'm coming up with $100,000. So, just saying. Nobody got no teacher. I didn't get Miss Wheeler, did you get a $100,000 check? Miss Ayers, you should have. You should have. Next, Milligan College Academic Scholarship, $5,750 per year for a total of $23,000. And the Johnson University Academic Scholarship, $1,575 for a total of $6,300. And yes, I get to say it again, my cousin, Natalie Lay, who will never speak to me again after tonight. Will you? Next, The University of Cumberland Academic Scholarship has presented a $9,500 per year for a total of $38,000. The University of Cumberland Christian Leadership Scholarship, $500 per year for a total of $2,000, as well as the University of Cumberland Hope Scholarship, $2,000 per year for a total of $8,000 goes to Stacy Morton. And next, the David Lipscomb University Academic Scholarship has presented a $10,000 per year for a total of $40,000 to Laura Overton. Next, Johnson University Presidential Scholarship in the amount of $1,800 per year for a total of $7,200, as well as an East Tennessee State University Faculty Academic Performance Scholarship in the amount of $2,000 per year for a total of $8,000 goes to Miss Addison Owens. Next, we have the University of Tennessee Knoxville Pledge Scholarship, $6,552 per year for a total of $26,208, plus the University of Tennessee Herbert S. Walters Scholarship, $6,000 per year for a total of $24,000, Reagan Paul. Next, we have the Hiwassee College Gold Scholarship in the amount of $3,500 per year for a total of $14,000. The Hiwassee College Early Decision Scholarship in the amount of $1,500, as well as the Hiwassee College Soccer Scholarship in the amount of $3,500 per year for a total of $14,000. Cassandra Phillips. Next, we have the University of Tennessee Volunteer Scholarship, $6,000 per year for a total of $24,000, as well as the Lincoln Memorial University Academic Scholarship, $10,000 per year for a total of $40,000, goes to Jared Ray. I'm sorry, Jared, you had so many scholarships that you went over on the next page. So I've omitted one of yours. I apologize. You also received the Lincoln Memorial University Dorothy T. Bruce Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $1,000. So that's pretty good when you're got so much going on. You have to be continued. The next gentleman has received a $19,000 per year for a total of $76,000 to Maryville College Scots Scholarship. He will be playing football this year for Maryville College, and I'm sure the Price boys are sad, sad, sad to see him go. Landon Reese. Next, we have the Hassan University Trustee Scholarship, as well as the Pine Tree Scholarship. One is in the amount of $5,000 per year for a total of $20,000. The second one being $2,250 per year for a total of $9,000 to Elizabeth Richardson. And next we have the Hassan University Pine Tree Scholarship, $2,000 per year for a total of $8,000 goes to Mackenzie Sieber. Next, we have the University of Tennessee Pledge Scholarship in the amount of $14,052 per year for a total of $56,208 to Stephanie Sieber. This next gentleman's received 2 scholarships from Bryan College. One is an academic scholarship in the amount of $7,000 per year for a total of $28,000. And the next one is a Bryan College fishing scholarship in the amount of $5,000 per year for a total of $20,000. Mr. Trevor St. John. Next, we have the University of the Cumberland's Music Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 per year for a total of $4,000. The University of Cumberland Merit Scholarship, $4,000 per year for a total of $16,000, as well as the University of Cumberland Seed Scholarship in the amount of $1,900 per year for a total of $7,600 goes to Emily Tackett. And next we have the Lincoln Memorial University Founders Scholarship, $7,500 per year, a total of $30,000, goes to Katie Thompson. The Lincoln Memorial University Founders Scholarship in the amount of $7,500 per year for a total of $30,000 goes to Mr. Jacob Walden. The University of the Cumberland's Merit Scholarship, $4,000 per year for a total of $16,000 goes to Taylor Wilson. The next portion of the program I find equally remarkable. I just don't know how you go to school and not miss a year, or in some cases 4 or 5 years, 12 years, 13 years. I mean, I get sick. I don't know how people do that. But if we've got any employers, business people in the audience, and you're needing to hire someone, these people would never miss work. So here to present these awards, Miss Jamie Wheeler.
Perfect attendance. Very few get this. First of all, I would like Taylor Wilson and Alexis North to come up. I don't know if Alexis is here. There she is. And while they're coming up, believe it or not, you think about this. They started kindergarten 13 years ago, and they haven't missed a day of school. Not one time. And I think that is amazing. You don't have to chase them down. You don't have to say, hey, you're missing school. It's great. And if their parents are here tonight, you guys have done a great job. I mean, they never miss, and that has a lot to do with the parents sometimes too, because sometimes they say, man, Mom made me get up and come to school today. I didn't want to be here. They're here to the last day of school. For the last 4 years, I mean, I've seen them, they're here every day, so they do a great job. Congratulations, girls, 13 years. The next two, Nakuna Morton and Stacy Morton, come up. Now, these guys, they must have missed a day in kindergarten, because they've not missed since. From first grade all the way through 12th grade, have not missed a day, 12 years perfect attendance. Next, Mr. Kenny Rose. There's Kenny. Now Kenny missed school. But when he started high school, freshman year to senior year, he has not missed a day since he's been in high school. So 4 years perfect attendance. Next, we have Matthew Harrell and Lindsay Johnson. Did not miss one day of their senior year. Congratulations, guys.
this brings us to the last section of tonight's program, in which we will recognize the top students in each of the subject areas that this school has to offer. If you'll pay close attention to these different subjects as I call them out, you will, number one, get some idea of how vast our curriculum is, and more importantly, if your child, which obviously your child would never say this, but those children who go home and tell my parents there's nothing there for me, I find it hard to believe that you can't find something at Campbell County High School that interests you. Secondly, I know we all went to school once upon a time, so consequently we think we know what it's like to go to school. I can assure you many of these classes that I'm getting ready to announce were not around when I was a student, and I doubt that many of these classes were around when you were a student. The first one, though, I'm sure it was there when we all went to school. AP History and AP English. Caitlin Ivy, please come down. The top student in psychology, Kayla McKillop. The top student in United States government, we had two of those, Cheyenne Hembry and Curtis Maiden. The top students in economics, Jonathan Boswell and Cody Hatmaker. The top student in political science, Jake Ward. This next subject is exactly what I was talking about. I know we did not have that when I was in high school. The top student in Principles of Public Service, Cassie Phillips. Our top student in AP Chemistry, Sarah Kane. class that was not around in my day, anatomy and physiology, top student, both Reagan Bell and Laura Overton. Our top student in first responder EMT, Mackenzie Sieber. Our top student in medical terminology, Haley Disney. Our top AP Physics, as well as our top AP Calculus student, AJ Frederick. We have 3 top students in English 4. From Mr. Kerr's room is Hope Williams, and from Miss Frazier's room, Lindsay Chapman, as well as Jake Ward. Our top bridge math student, Stacy Morton. We have 4 students who have received top honors in Spanish. They are Emily Johnson, Cody Hatmaker, Whitney Underwood, and Laura Overton. The next category is theater arts, and we have both theater arts 1, 2, 3, and 4, so I'm just going to call all of those up at the same time.
I like to joke around that as theater arts teacher, I get paid to play all day. But I really work with some very, very incredibly talented students. If you've been to any of our shows, you have seen their talent shine. Tonight I would like to recognize for Theater 1, Nathaniel Walker. For Theater Arts 2, Miss Kaylin Tibbs. Kaylin got outside the box. She came to me and said, I really just want to do some makeup. She pitched in, she has constructed sets, she's painted, she's helped with costumes, as well as organize the costume department and teach other girls about the makeup. She's done a phenomenal job. For Theater Arts 3, Devin Faust. I can't say enough about Devin. He learns his lines in the blink of an eye, never lets me down. He always comes in at the very end and gives a performance unlike anything I've ever dreamed. And if you missed him as the Beast in Beauty and the Beast, you truly missed a performance. And last but not least, Theater Arts 4, Miss Autumn Crabtree. Devin and Autumn have both had roles in every musical that I have produced here at CCHS. And this year she was Belle, and with a voice like an angel. And like I said, pitches in, does anything you ask her to do. And I am so blessed to have had these students in my classroom. So parents, thank you for sharing them with us.
Our top students in advanced art, Isabella Luna, Electra Lowe, and Bree McCamey. Our top student in band, Brandon Wright. Our top student in vocal music, Lindsay Johnson and Shane Carter. Our top student in PE, Jessica McBriar. We have two students who received the top Culinary Arts Awards. They are Sarah Wildman and Stephanie Irvin. Our top student in agricultural education, Savannah Robinson. our 2 top students in personal finance, Raven Bowling and Marae Nolan. We have 2 top students in web design, Samuel Kitts and Misty Wedby. Our top student in yearbook, Isabella Luna. Our top student in computer apps, Matthew White. Our top student in marketing, Addison Owens. We have several students who received top honors in cosmetology. They are Brittany Hall, Taylor Heffinger, Andrea Lovett, Tara Miller, Macy Ogden, Sarah Vincent, and Kendra Wicker. Our top student in STEM technology, Jay Lively. Our top student in Family and Consumer Science, Kimberly Perkey. And our CCHS Citizenship Award goes to Christian Carroll. I don't believe in 4 years that I've ever passed Mr. Carroll in the hall, but what he didn't always speak. I mean, if you know him, you know that is so deserving. For closing remarks, Miss Catherine Ayers.
I know we're all excited to end this program and look forward to graduation, but I would be remiss if I didn't take a minute to thank David Jones for his 30 years, 36 years, and 10 months of service. Not only has he willingly taken on the Master of Ceremonies job for me for the past 8 years, but his attentiveness to detail and desire to rehearse his lines are unparalleled. If he gives you his word that he will do something, you can take it to the bank. Thank you, David, for your commitment to the students, faculty, and parents at Campbell County High School.